Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today is the day I put the bike engine into the frame.
Welcome to Mid-Bike Crisis. Welcome to Mid-Bike Crisis.
Right, so this is what we're going to be using to lift the engine into the frame. It's a really cheap motorcycle lift off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. But the plan is we'll jack that up and get it into the frame. So let's have a go. But yeah, it came out okay on my own. It was a bit of a fiddle, to be honest. They do recommend a two-man job for lifting this out, and putting it back in, but I don't have anybody to help today, so patience I have none. So I'm going to give it a go on this lift. Let's see what happens. Right then, let's get jacking up. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? Right, so let's see what happens. Just going to put my gloves on. Safety first. No, just so I've got a bit better grip. Right, I've got one of the bolts ready. That goes through this one here. So I've got to line this up with this this area. So it's going to be a bit of a fiddle, but let's see what happens. So I'm going to line that up to somewhere near. Just hope it doesn't fall off. Like I say, I got this off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. I think it was about 30 quid. So if it works, it's got to be worth 30 quid, even if you never use it again, because this was never going to happen. Putting this in on my own, no chance. Right, it's relatively easy to turn actually. I thought it'd be really difficult one-handed, but I used to go that way a little. It's quite easy to lift up. So we just get one side in. The plan is we'll go around and get the other side in. Tell you what, it's tight. Just pull it down a little bit. It's a tight squeeze. I'm not gonna lie. Right, we're on. Right, don't want to speak too soon, but so far so good. I'm just going to put these in finger tight. Go on the other side. Put that one in. Right, so these two main bolts went in relatively easy. Just got this rear and if you're wondering why I've got a pair of ladders, that's to support the frame. So when I drop the engine, I thought, right, a pair of ladders. I'll just show you how I've done it. So, pair of ladders with some bungee straps, and that just basically holds the, well, it was holding the bike frame in an upright position, so I didn't have to mess about taking all the front end off. So it just propped up the back end while I was working on the engine. So right, that's the rear bolting. Like I say, I'm just going to finger tight all these, just and then we'll go round and torque them all up. Torque them all up properly in a bit. Oh, I tell you what, I'll be very, very, very happy to get this bike back on the road. I was absolutely devastated. Bought it and then within a couple of weeks of riding it, fourth gear went. So anyway, we're getting on with it. Right, what now? I think I'll just get these two forward bolts in, and then I can drop the lift. So I'm just going to go grab the bolts and then we'll get them in. Right, I've got the spacer in. Where's my bolt? Nope, forgot the slider. Put the little engine spacer in between. Just like I say, finger tight again first. Just make sure we're not threading it, damaging the internal thread. That's all good. Now go round and do the other side. So, we've already got a spacer this side, so I think we're good. Don't know what that other spacer's for, to be honest, but maybe it is for... I'm going to double check that. Right, I'm going to stop and just consult with the manual, because that side has it's got a spacer on the other side here, but I've got this spare, so I don't want to over tension, over torque. So I'm going to just have a quick break and I'll be back with you shortly. Right, I just referred to the Haynes manual. I just wanted to check there was some spacers, some collars in here. Just wanted to make sure that I'd put them in the right place. So you've got two spacers this side, one here and one here next to the slider, and there's no spacers on the other side. I am left actually though with one other spacer, and I'll be honest, I knew this would happen. I don't know where it's from. I don't know, but we'll come back to that later. So I'm just going to drop the stand now and hope it's all in. It's not going to fall out. There we go. Right, we're in. So this was the best 30 quid ever spent. This little engine motorbike stand. Not sure I'd probably use it for a motorbike. I don't know, I might actually. But probably won't, because I've got this Clark hydraulic stand, which is brilliant. That's been one of the best purchases so far. So I'll link in the description for this. I got this from Amazon. I think it was about 30 quid, £35 maybe. But that's been invaluable, well worth the money. I'm going to put that to the side for now. And I'm going to crack on, do a little bit more. I'm going to get the swing arm on now. Yeah, swing arm. And then we'll tackle a few other bits. Right. I just thought then actually, I'm just going to give the swing arm a quick clean before I install it. I did plan to clean all these parts before I put the bike back together, but I didn't get time, and to be honest, I thought I could just give it a good clean once it's all back together. I am just really quite keen now just to get this back up and running. It's been in bits since July. So I am lucky I've got other bikes to ride, but I really I'm quite keen to get this Fireblade back up and running. I was after one for years, an original Fireblade, like what I've got, and specifically a 954 model, but I was just very unlucky with this, and fourth gear decided to pack in on me. So this is why we're here with the bike in bits. These are brilliant, these things. Why didn't I buy one of these sooner? I'm not sure, but what an ace bit of kit. Really good bit of kit. Right, I've got some concentrated, turn off. Got some concentrated grease remover, so I'm just going to paste a bit of this on and leave that to soak for 5 and come back to it. And we're going to install the rear shock assembly. Pretty grimy actually, this hasn't been cleaned for a while, I don't think, but this is it's coming up quite nice. It's definitely, it's not been cleaned in a while, this. Right, I'm going to leave that to soak for a minute, and we'll be back in 5 putting the swing arm on the bike. Right, swing arm time. Just giving it a real quick clean. I've decided, and everyone will probably think I'm mad, but I'm going to give it a good clean when it's all back together. I'm just going to spend some time cleaning the bike once it's all in place, because I'll be honest, I'm just quite keen to get it all back up and running now. Although it's freezing here in the UK, it's -2 today, so it's very cold. So there's no bike riding going on.
As my day with Gary and Alison draws to a close, they're taking me for a stroll on a nearby beach to give Scampy a well-deserved run around.
Right, snip round the other side.
One of the beaches near you.
Those days, one of the 3. She's really enjoying, the outdoors. I think the contrast with South Carolina, where you used to have to be very careful in terms of, and snake.
Not that we know of, no. When I first met you, you both had quite a clear picture of what you wanted life here to look like. It sounds like you are already living that life, are you?
I think we are. That's the most important.
Right, that's the swing arm back on. Starting to take shape again. It's starting to look a bit more like a motorbike. Right, that's the swing arm back on.
Mike and estate manager up and sold 2 homes. A tidy profit from those is a commitment to leave Hertfordshire and
Right, I'll put the oil cooler back on. I'm going to torque all these bolts after everything's been installed. So I'm just more interested in just getting everything back in its place at the moment. There's 2 little lugs here, and they locate into a little section cut out on the frame there.
Yeah, it's a really nice sized room. It's nice and bright. Comes to a high standard as well.
But this is actually the extension, so that's the old house, and then this is the new build, and this is where you spend most of your time.
Yeah, it's a good size.
I like that it's got the lounge area and the kitchen all in one, so it's really sociable, isn't it?
Yeah. It's looking good. I'm interested to know how many acres.
Right, that's the oil cooler on. Right, that's a bit more work done. That's it for today. Got the oil cooler, all the engines in its correct place. All the mounting bolts are all torqued up. Swinging arms on. So, the saga continues. That's it for today, guys. And we'll catch up very, very soon.